So you were thinking about moving to Nashville and all of a sudden the market changed, interest rates changed, and now you don't know what to do. We're going to take a look at how you can still get a house here in Nashville, and we're getting started right now. If this is your first time to the channel and you're wanting to know all the things that you need to know about Nashville and the surrounding areas here in the market, feel free to click the bell and subscribe below so that you can get notified every time we upload a new video. My name's Michael, and Joshua, Caleb, James David, and our team, we get calls every day, emails every day, and texts every day from people like you that are coming from all over the country looking to move to the Nashville area. So whether you're moving in 1 day, 1 month, or 1 year, all you need to do is give us a call, send us an email, shoot us a text, and we'll be glad to answer any questions that you may have about the Nashville market. So like I said earlier, you're worried about interest rates, you're worried about what the Federal Reserve's doing, you're worried about the housing market. Well, we're here to clear up some of the misconceptions and maybe some opportunities that you have in this new market that's kind of emerging as we get started here in Nashville. So as you're looking around and looking at houses and knowing buying power has probably changed because of interest rate, I want to let you know that interest rates do always go up and come down. This is pretty much a normal thing in the cycle of buying and selling houses. We've had some really good luck over the past several years where interest rates were down in the 3s and sometimes even in the 2s, but that's really kind of abnormal for the mortgage market. Typically mortgage interest rates they hover anywhere from 4 to about 7, and the average is really right around the 5% mark. So we're still not really all out of whack like we think we are. We just got spoiled with those really low interest rates. What's happening right now though is it's also cooling off the market, which I don't know about you, but this past couple of years has been just absolutely nuts because there wasn't enough inventory. And since there wasn't enough inventory, people were going in, and a house that cost maybe $450,000 or $500,000 was selling for $600,000, and people were paying $100,000 more than the house was even worth. Well, that has kind of cooled off a little bit, and now things aren't going down or anything like that. They're just kind of cooling off and coming in even, so that houses it's not as hot of a seller's market as it was maybe a year ago. So this is a great thing for people who are moving to the area and getting ready to buy, because you're not having to fork out a bunch of cash on top of having a higher interest rate. So there are also a couple of programs that we can use that our team has been working with to help you win offers, and then not only win offers, keep your overall monthly payment costs low. So you may want to check that out with us as well. You're welcome to ask questions. Put any comments down below about what you're looking to do and what your biggest fear is about buying in this market. We'll be glad to answer any questions you may have. Anything, comments, we always comment on everything down in the comments as well. So we'll be glad to answer anything you have there as well. So let's talk a little bit more about the housing market here in the Nashville area. The Nashville area is an inflated market, which means the houses here in some neighborhoods are well over $1 million. There's still opportunity to get houses that are $200,000 and $300,000 in certain areas of the Middle Tennessee area. But you really have to pick and choose how far do you want to be away from downtown Nashville. You also have to look at what not only the commute, but what the school systems are, all the different pieces of your family life and what you want to obtain in purchasing a house. So with all that in mind, we need to take a look at how this market is slowly shifting, where it's going to most likely be a seller's market, but maybe a little more even, or it might even cool off enough to be not a buyer's market or a seller's market, just kind of an even market where it's easy for buyers to buy and for sellers to continue to sell. Inventory is going up a little bit, so that's helpful. Houses are starting to stay on the market just a little bit. I wouldn't say it's going crazy as of, this is very end of June, getting ready to start July of 2022. So it's still more of a seller's market, and they still can demand a lot of things, but it's certainly opening up to a little bit more options. I saw a listing the other day where the seller was actually offering to buy or pay for some of the buyer's closing costs just as an incentive to be able to sell their house. So that is coming back, or it could be coming back. So something to keep in mind as you're looking at being in the area and looking around this area. Our team is more than willing to help you any way we can and answer any of those questions, including the different programs that we have where there's cash offer programs and stuff like that, if you're interested in kind of pursuing that revenue avenue as well. As I mentioned before, that there's several programs, and I keep talking about these programs. I want to get a little more specific. There's a couple of programs that are loan related that I want to talk about, and a couple of programs that are real estate related. And these could be valuable assets that you could use in your home purchase when you move to Tennessee. On the loan side, we can talk about one of our loan partners has a program directly related to offsetting. It's called an offset mortgage, which is a combination mortgage. It's really kind of hard to explain. It'd be much easier to kind of draw out on paper for you. So feel free to reach out to our team. We'll be glad to help you with that. It's called an offset mortgage. You can just, write a note, send us an email about that saying, hey, tell me more about this offset mortgage. Another program that we have that is really cool that could help you is just going with a shorter term ARM, or adjustable rate mortgage. That's really coming back right now, knowing that interest rates are a little bit higher right now, but they could go down over the next 2 or 3 years. Doing a 7-in-1 ARM adjustable rate mortgage, or a 5-in-1, a 5-year fixed, 1 year adjustable after that 5 year. That's what an adjustable rate mortgage is. Those could be super helpful in keeping your costs a little bit down right now, but not having the exposure of knowing that it could potentially go way up. It's fixed for a 5-year period or for a 7-year period, and it gives us a chance to let all the market and the inflation and the interest rates to come back down some so that you can refinance. That might be a way to look at doing a mortgage too. As far as the real estate side, there are some programs, real estate programs. One is a program where it's a cash buyer. They buy the house, and then you have two options. You can close on a mortgage the same time that they're supposed to close, but it makes it a stronger offer. Or maybe you're still trying to sell a house and you don't know, I don't want to move all the way to Nashville, not have a house, so I'd rather do this as a cash buy. I'll get moved into the house and then I'll sell my house. This is a great program that allows you to still have a house where you're at now and not be contingent on selling that house in order to buy a new one. This is a great program. We use this a lot to win offers, and it's also considered a cash offer if sellers are looking at it. They love that. Another program is a program where it's a lease to own program. Maybe you're not really ready to buy yet, but you're close and you're like, maybe I don't know what area I want to move in, or you can kind of try it out. You can lease for a year, and then you could say, you know what, I can't stand my neighbors, I want to move. Or maybe you're like, I'm going to try this, but I'm not sure about the school district. You can try that, go to, get into the school district and decide, you know what, yeah, this is a school district for me, so go ahead and purchase the house after a year. That's another program that's available. It's a lease to own program. They have really incredible terms on that as well. So there are so many options that we can offer you. Our team is well versed in helping you find the niche and find the nooks and crannies of how you can best purchase here in the Nashville area. So whatever your decision is on how you want to move forward, I know everybody walks around and go, oh no, we just don't know about, what are we going to do? Now the market's changed and the interest rates have changed. Well, here's some tools to put in your tool belt that maybe could help you go ahead and get moved into the area. Maybe the interest rates scare you, but you want to go ahead and get in here. You could try the lease option program. Then you could buy the house when the interest rates are lower. There are a lot of options that can help you make your move to where you want to live, work, and play here in the Middle Tennessee area. Hope this has been helpful. We'll be glad to answer any questions. Don't forget, click subscribe, click the bell for notification. We'll see you next video.